In Movies and Money, movie man and founder of the Movie Madness podcast, Erik Childress is here. Erik, Captain America soared to the #1 spot at the box office and put up the best ticket sales numbers so far for 2025. Just how big were the numbers?
Well, not nearly as big as some might be reporting or that Marvel and Disney hoped for. Now let's give everyone some perspective. $88.5 million over the weekend, boosted to $100 million through the Monday holiday. Just amongst the official films within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not counting all the Spider-Man, Deadpool, and X-Men films that have also had big openings, Brave New World only ranks 24th on that list. And those Friday to Sunday numbers are boosted because of the off day on Monday. Now on top of that, the film is the third worst reviewed film amongst critics at Rotten Tomatoes within the MCU, and the B- that it received from audience members surveyed at CinemaScore is the worst score amongst them all. Now opening weekends rarely tell the whole story, but if this is headed for a serious drop this weekend, it could be another in the recent lot to finish with a gross under $500 million. Numbers a lot of films would love to have, but for Marvel and Disney, they need to be paying attention when the reviews are bad, word of mouth is weak, and repeat viewing is at a minimum.
Horror movies are not getting the thrill film studios had hoped for. What about the scary monkey movie debuting this weekend?
No, I don't, Angie, and you really have to give it to the marketing teams at Neon in the way that they managed to hype Longlegs into becoming one of the great indie success stories of last year. Now, the same director, Osgood Perkins, the son of Psycho star Anthony Perkins, brings us an adaptation of Stephen King's 1980 short story, The Monkey. It's about twin brothers, both played by Theo James, who believe a toy monkey is behind a series of very bloody deaths happening all around them. Now, as the term spoiler alert has practically become a punchline over time in the way that everything written and seen about movies leave us no surprises anymore, you have to tip your cap to a poster that flat out says, "Everybody dies." There's even a movie hitting streaming this weekend called Everyone is Going to Die. But I do believe audiences will sit up, take notice of the good reviews, and show up to deliver the best horror opening of the year, probably in the 20 million region. That will almost alone guarantee another successful collaboration between Perkins and Neon. I just hope people will show up for Neon's next Stephen King adaptation called The Life of Chuck at the beginning of June.
Much of the nation is in the grips of a cold snap. Anything worth streaming at home?
I sure can, Angie, and the first title is not a movie, but it is movie adjacent. There's a brand new season of Reacher debuting on Amazon Prime today. Now, this is based on the Lee Child books that was first adapted into a pair of movies with Tom Cruise, the first of which is still very entertaining. But fans of the books will tell you that Alan Ritchson is much more in stature with the Jack Reacher from the writing, and this is a great time to catch up with the first two seasons, each based on one of the books in Child's series. They are a lot of fun, and this season is no exception, with some really solid, brutal action that you are going to want to follow for weeks as it unfolds. But also over on Peacock, I want to highly recommend Bridget Jones' Bad About the Boy. Renee Zellweger returns to her iconic character, now older and trying to get wiser, as she navigates family life in the midst of being a widower. Getting solid support from Chiwetel Ejiofor and the always dependable Hugh Grant, this is a funny and really nicely written story for adults navigating new life challenges that I would say is as good, if not better, than the original. Reacher and Jones this weekend has something for everyone, of a certain age, of course.
Bridget Jones films tend to be winners with an always solid cast. Thank you, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.